Well, hey there, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Wanting to wish you a happy American Thanksgiving to everybody watching here in the U.S. And if there are people from say Canada or wherever, it's not Thanksgiving there. It's not necessarily Thanksgiving there, but wanting to wish you guys too a very happy American Thanksgiving. And hopefully it's a good day for you guys. And I wanted to do something. Now, I had heard about this the other day, and I thought it was kind of interesting because there's been the whole rumor that a lot of the players they want to do. I mean, if you can't, I mean, ultimately they want to do the Olympics. They want to do a best on best. And I mean, obviously, a lot of the players want to play for their country in the Olympics, which that might come to pass. That might come to pass. But there has been talk that that a lot of the players they still want to do a best on best, like a World Cup, like a World Cup of hockey, which I would love. I would absolutely love that. And something came out the other day that I noticed the NHL. We're gonna put together a four nation little in season tournament. Just four countries. Why? If you're gonna do a World Cup, I mean, because this was the rumor that that they were gonna do a World Cup of hockey. They were gonna shut down the NHL season for a little bit, do this little tournament, which had me thinking, well, why couldn't you do something like that during the season like the NBA is doing? The NBA right now is doing this little in-season tournament, and they have group play and all that. But even if you're playing these games in this little tournament, it still is counting toward the regular season standings. And I'm thinking, well, why can't the NHL do something like that? If they don't want to have it during the off season, why not? Why not try to? But then it got me thinking though. If this is a World Cup, it might be a little hard to do that because you're not dealing with NHL teams. You're dealing with the countries. So they might have to shut it down for a couple of weeks or whatever. But they were thinking doing this 4-team tournament, and I started thinking like, well, wait, you're like. If you're wanting to do a true World Cup, let's do a true World Cup. I mean, you can't. I mean, it obviously you're not going to have as many, countries that do hockey like FIFA does. The FIFA World Cup, they do like 36 different countries. I mean, they do like 12. They do like 8 groups of 4 or something like that. So, I mean, they do a whole lot. But it got me thinking, well, why not? Why couldn't the NHL do something similar? You're telling me that you can't find more than 4 countries that play hockey? And the countries that I was hearing that it was going to be the U.S., Canada, Sweden, Finland. You do know there's a lot of other countries that play hockey, right? That are pretty good. I mean, you've got Sweden, or you've got Switzerland, you've got Germany, you've got Czechia or the Czech Republic, whichever it's called. I guess a lot of people over there still call it the Czech Republic. But I mean, you've got Slovakia, you've got a whole lot of other countries, and I'm like, why not just do a true World Cup? So I kind of put together a thing here where, I mean, do it like you would do it, like how FIFA would do it. You do the round robin play. I mean, obviously, you get 4 groups, 4 teams each. Now, obviously, these wouldn't be necessarily the groups that would be put together in this particular order or this particular group play. It's just which groups, and I just kind of threw some teams in there. Now, Group A, obviously, you know, Team USA, Team Canada, Switzerland, Norway. You got some good, you know, I mean, Switzerland's a good hockey country. So is Norway. You know, I mean, Norway's done well. You know, Norway has some hockey players. And it's not that you don't just need NHL either. You can do, you know, for some of these other countries, you can do, you know, they don't have to be strictly NHL players. You can do, you know, all players from the Swedish league, from the Finnish league, from you know, from a lot of these other leagues. And it would be fun. I think it would be fun. Group B with a B. Group B, Sweden, Finland, Germany, Latvia. I say you got some pretty good countries there that know a little something about hockey. Group C, Russia, which I know Russia is, you know, I mean, you know, Olympians, you know, they've gone, you know, well, we're going to ban Russia. You know, we got to ban Russia from everything. The thing is, when it comes to hockey, you have to include Russia. You have to. You have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about if you're doing something with a best on best type tournament for hockey, you have to include Russia. No matter what's going on over there, whatever political BS, whatever, you know, whatever the stuff that's going on over there, that, you know, when it comes to hockey, you have to include Russia. Russia has to be included. So you got Russia, Belarus, the Czech Republic or Czechia, and Slovakia. I figured I'd throw Slovakia in the same group with the Czech Republic because they used to be one country. They all used to be one country. And then Group D, Great Britain, France, Austria, Denmark. I mean, you're telling me you couldn't come up with 16 countries that play hockey? I just did right here. That all have pretty good hockey players. That have players that play hockey. They all have their own professional leagues. And I mean, and there's others out there. There's more I could have probably put in here if I'd have really wanted to expand this. Korea plays hockey. China's getting involved in hockey. Even though I wouldn't really trust China on hockey or anything, but China's getting into playing hockey. I mean, obviously, you know, South Korea, Poland, Kazakhstan. I mean, there's a lot of different countries that are getting into hockey. These are just, you know, when I heard about the fact that some people went and said, you know, well, the NHL can't come up with 16 teams to do a real World Cup, and I'm like, how? Like, what are you drunk? What do you mean you can't come up with 16 teams, 16 different countries to play hockey? I just did right here. And a lot of them are all the normals. I mean, you know, the US, Canada, Switzerland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Germany, Latvia, you know, Russia, Belarus, Czechia, Slovakia, you know, Austria. I mean, you know, some people, you know, might go and say, well, Great Britain and France, you know, Great Britain has their own professional league. Unfortunately, their top tier league made news for all the wrong reasons a while back. But they play hockey. And they're pretty good. There are a couple of people from the United Kingdom, who have been drafted into the NHL. So, you know, to say that, you know, well, Great Britain shouldn't be included in that, why? You know, and France. You know, why not France? Let's throw France in there. Why not? And they're not that far from Great Britain. You know, the French play hockey. I mean, you know, and I'm not saying that any of these teams, you know, during group play would probably be pretty, you know, do the greatest. And again, I'm not saying this is even how the groups would be arranged, because something tells me, you know, you would, you know, if you did something like this, you'd probably throw a team like France. You would probably throw them into, you know, maybe Group B with Sweden and Finland. You know, and maybe you take Germany and put them into Group C with Russia and something, or, something. You're going to get some teams that are probably going to get blown out in group play, but that's going to happen. So you do the round robin group play. You do the group play, the group play. You take the top 2 teams from each group. You put them into the knockout round, where then you battle it down to 2 teams, and there's how you decide your final. And I just, and if you wanted to do a consolation style, where you do like a third place, okay, then you take the 2 losers from the semifinals. You take the two teams that lose there, you put them in a consolation, and there's your third place winner. So, there is a way to do this. And I think it would be a lot of fun. I think a lot of the NHL players would be interested in it. And it's not that you don't have to have all NHL players. I mean, I think it would be fantastic to see some of these other leagues with players that are playing. I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine Jaromir Jagr? Coming out and participating for the Czech Republic or Czechia? I think that'd be kind of fun. I really do. I think that would be kind of fun. But I mean, to see, some of these other, because I mean, that's, basketball. Basketball does that stuff. It's not all NBA players. It doesn't, a lot of these, it doesn't have to be all NBA players playing for the countries. It can be other players from these other leagues. And I think that would be fun. And again, people could go and say, well, they couldn't think of any other countries than the 4. And I'm like, that's a crack, because here they are. I got 16 of them. I got the 4 that they're talking about. I somehow came up with 12 others. So I think that would be kind of fun. I think it would be a lot of fun. And they would get a chance, the players would get a chance to wear their country's name. They could play for their country for a World Cup, a true World Cup of hockey. And I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think it would be awesome. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. And I'm not even saying, now you would almost have to, do it kind of central in maybe a couple different places. But, like say, group, like let's just say Group A and Group B, they play their games in, they play obviously if the U.S. and Canada are in their own group, they can't really play, 2 separate groups. And you maybe could still pull that, but it might be a little tougher. But you could take it and centralize it in a couple different locations where it could make sense. I mean, like Group C and Group D. Okay, so they're playing they play all their matches. They play all their group play, say over in the Czech Republic. Or Group A and Group B, they play their matches here in the U.S. or Canada. I think there's a way it could work where you'd centralize the locations, and it could work out. I think it could work out. I think it would be a lot of fun. And again, you can use the FIFA rules. You can use those FIFA rules and do the group play. You do the round robin group play. You take the top 2 teams from each group. You put them in the knockout round, where then you play down. You get to the final 4. The losers of the semifinals play for the consolation, and the winners of the semifinals play for the World Cup. Pretty simple, I think, and it would make sense. I would love to know, though, what you guys think. Do you think something like this could work? I do. I think it could work, and I think it would be a lot of fun. But I'd love to know what you guys think. And using the FIFA rules for the World Cup, and kind of using that style format for a World Cup of hockey. Let me know what you guys think. I'd love to know. I think it could work, and I think it would be a lot of fun. And again, a couple centralized locations, I think it could work. But I'd love to know what you guys think. If you like this video, it'd be greatly appreciated. It would be very awesome if you'd hit that like button. If you really like the video, hell, if you love the video, it'd be awesome again if you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be known anytime, or if you want to be notified anytime future videos of mine go live, you can tap that little bell and it will notify you anytime one of my videos are uploaded. And if you have friends out there that love hockey, and they'd like to watch some some hockey stuff, wherever, let them know about the channel, Larry's House of Hockey, and yeah, I think this could work. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Again, let me know what you guys think. Hit like and subscribe if you have not gotten around to it already. Go ahead and do it. Might make your day feel a little better. If I can make your day feel a little better, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Again, have a happy Thanksgiving, no matter where you are, whether it's Thanksgiving wherever you are or not. From here in Minnesota and America, we wish you a very, very happy Thanksgiving. Again, let me know what you guys think. Could this work? Hit like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.